All right, let's get right into it. Today, we've got a real fitness showdown, Tai Chi versus the gym. We're going to find out which one is actually better for your balance.
So, here's the question. As you get older, what's the smarter move for staying steady on your feet? Do you stick with what you know, your classic gym routine, or do you give something like Tai Chi a try? And look, this isn't just some abstract debate. This is about staying mobile, staying independent, and avoiding those really dangerous falls.
But how do we really know? Well, instead of just guessing, we're going to look at the science. A huge scientific review just put these two head-to-head, and the results are pretty fascinating. So let's get into it.
Okay, first things first. Let's meet our two contenders.
In this corner, we've got the challenger, Tai Chi. Now, the scientists in this study see it as a mind-body thing, continuous whole-body movements. It's not just about moving, right? It's about coordination, breathing, really being aware of where your body is in space. And in the other corner, the reigning champ, conventional exercise. This is probably what you think of when you hear workout. Stuff like lifting weights, stretching, maybe some brisk walking. Repetitive movements that often target specific parts of the body.
Okay, so for a fair fight, you need a way to keep score. And scientists can't just go by feelings or stories. They needed real, hard numbers to see what was actually working.
And check this out. We're not talking about just one little study here. This was a meta-analysis. That means researchers sifted through like 2,500 different studies to find the absolute best ones. 12 top-tier trials with almost 3,000 people. This whole chart shows you how they did it. It's what makes the final answer so powerful.
So, how do they measure success? The first test is called the Timed Up and Go test, or TUG for short. It's a super practical test of what they call functional mobility, which is really just a fancy way of saying how well you move around in real life. Can you get up from a chair, walk across the room, and sit back down easily? It's a huge indicator of agility and, honestly, your risk of falling.
And the second test, the one-leg stance. This one is pretty self-explanatory, right? It's the ultimate balance test. How long can you stand on one leg without wobbling over? It gets right to the hardest ability.
All right, the stage is set. We have our contenders, we have the tests, thousands of people's results are in, so who won? Let's go to the scorecards for round one, functional mobility, measured by that timed up and go test.
Now, this chart looks complicated, but it's actually pretty simple. It's called a forest plot. See that line right down the middle? That's the neutral line. Any dot that lands to the left of that line means the win goes to Tai Chi. And as you can see, pretty much all the dots and that big final diamond at the bottom are clearly on Team Tai Chi. Yeah, no contest here. When it comes to the kind of movement you use every single day, the data is clear. Round one goes to Tai Chi, decisively.
All right, on to the main event. Round two, the pure test of balance, the one-leg stance.
And this is where things get really interesting. When they crunched all the numbers, the people doing Tai Chi could stand on one leg for a full 6 seconds longer, on average, than the people doing regular exercise. 6 seconds. That might not sound like a lot, but in terms of balance, that is a huge difference. It's the kind of difference that could literally save you from a fall.
So yeah, with a clear win in both rounds, the science points to a clear winner overall.
But hold on. Knowing who won is one thing. The really cool part is figuring out why. What's Tai Chi's secret sauce? The researchers wanted to know too. This quote from the study pretty much says it all. It's not just that Tai Chi works better, it works more efficiently. So what does that even mean? Let's break it down.
Okay, so here's what they found. First, you get more bang for your buck. Tai Chi showed better results in less time. We're talking programs under 20 weeks, so it's efficient. Second, it has a huge edge over single-task exercises. Just doing stretching or just doing walking wasn't nearly as good. Tai Chi works the whole system at once. Third, and this is really interesting, the style of Tai Chi matters. Yang style, which has these big, slow, flowing movements, was the most effective for balance. And all of this really points to one big idea. Tai Chi isn't just a muscle workout. It's a workout for your brain, your senses, and your body, all working together at the same time.
So, after all that, what's the bottom line? What should you take away from this?
Look, the science here is about as clear as it gets. If you're an older adult and you want to improve your balance and your ability to just move around safely, Tai Chi isn't just some nice alternative. It's a powerhouse. It's efficient, it's effective, and it's backed by some serious data. And that kind of leaves you with this one last big question, right? What if aging gracefully isn't just about how much you move, but about how you move, about connecting your mind to your body? This whole study suggests that's where the real magic might be. Thanks for digging into this with me.